Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Sarah and I'm the chair of the British Flower and Vibrational Essence Association, and I'm joined today by a colleague of mine, Ronnie Williams, who is the coordinator of our International Essence Awareness Week, and she works very, very hard, don't you, Ronnie, at preparing us all for the week that has been happening for quite a few years now, and it's gained a momentum of its own now, isn't it? You know, each year we're now repeating it. This year, 2016, it begins on the 18th of June and finishes on the 25th of June, and we've chosen that date because it embraces the solstice and also embraces the full moon, so we're very much here in the Northern Hemisphere anyway at the peak of our energies. So thank you, Ronnie, for just taking some time out today to join me. What our purpose is for this video, is for anybody that's watching, is to help you understand how you might be able to participate in our International Essence Awareness Week, and we've got lots of different ideas for you. So Ronnie, maybe first of all you could just share a little bit about the passion behind this week.
Passion? Well, I think Essence Awareness Week is an opportunity for all of us to share our passion for essences. And, you know, I think about the flower essence vervain from the Bach Flower Remedies, where we can get a bit over enthusiastic about things and think that we have to let everybody else know what we think is right for them. And I think we need a little bit of that during International Essence Awareness Week. You know, we need to feel that we can let people know what our experiences have been using essences, and just take that out there into the world and share it with people. So if you think about the summer solstice, it's the time when the sun is highest in the sky, and we've got a full moon as well on the day of the summer solstice. It is going to be a very passionate day, I think, with a lot of heightened energy that will hopefully fill us all with enthusiasm. And I think that's what we need to find, is our enthusiasm for the good experiences that we've had ourselves with essences, for the way that we can share that to enable others, even if it's just in our local circle of friends or in our community, because what we all know is that essences can make a difference. So find your passion.
Yes, and what we're going to do over the next few minutes is give you lots of ideas as to how you can do that quite visibly. But don't worry if it's not your thing to do that. We often, and I actually do truly believe this, I'm a fairly visible person myself, but I actually think the more powerful moments can be when we're quieter.
Yes, I agree.
So there's also lots of, we've got some ideas for you and for just doing it very privately and in a very quiet way. So I think, yes, it's all about passion. It's all about allowing those of us who know about essences to share our passion. I certainly know from a lot of the people that come on the diploma that I run that we can often feel a little bit shy, can't we, of sharing in a wider way, for fear that people might judge us in some way. But I think supported by these energies and by our group of people that are doing this together, we can really feel supported enough to do whatever we need to do to get the word out there, because it can make such a difference in the world.
This is it, isn't it? That, you know, I know many of us are running courses and doing activities throughout the year anyway. But during this week, 18th to the 25th of June, if we're all doing something together, it creates a focus, doesn't it? It creates like sort of beam of energy, a beautiful gathering together of people, not just here in the UK, but all around the world. We know that people join in other countries, in other places, and because we're linking with, we're linking with nature, and we know that all the work that we do during International Essence Awareness Week creates a sort of a chalice, if you like, a beautiful gathering together that can be held by us for those few days. But then after we've done that work, after International Essence Awareness Week is finished, we know that we can ask for that energy to stay around and to go out into the world around us. So if we all find something that we can do happily during that week, and have faith that it will make a difference, however small we think what we're doing is. We might even think, well, how can that possibly make a difference? Just me sitting quietly taking an essence or focusing on something beautiful out there in nature, but it does. So that's our purpose during that week, really.
Absolutely, and something that I always really love to take heart from, and I think it's what we're doing by joining together, especially as last year was in 2015, we used our Facebook page in a much more active way, and it did actually bring people from all over the world together. So, but there's a lovely, I can't quite remember all the facts and statistics right now, but I can give a general overview. I'm sure everybody's aware of the geese that fly together in formation, and they do that because when they fly like that, they go much further together. And it's something like between 70 and 80% they fly that much further when they fly together.
Yeah.
And the person at the front, or the goose at the front, changes. When they get tired, they go to the back of the formation. But the person at the back of the formation, the goose at the back of the formation, is just as important as the one that's leading the way.
Yeah.
Because together they create this momentum that allows them to go further. So I think that's a very nice way of looking at the energy of what we're doing here.
I like that very much.
Yeah.
Because there will be some people seeing this who may be very new to essences, perhaps still gaining their qualifications or just finding out as much information as they can. But like you say, their input could be just as significant as somebody who's been running courses, doing workshops, making essences for a very long time. So, I want everybody who's watching this to feel that they can do something and make a difference that way.
Absolutely. So shall we have a little brainstorm of all the different things, all the different ways that people can help?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about two different sides of it. So you can do something that's quite visible, if that's what you're feeling like doing this year. And as we've already touched on, you can do very quiet, private things. So let's just start with the more visible things, because they're kind of easy to talk about, I think. So every year we encourage people during this week, if they feel so called, to organise a workshop. So, for example, if you're an essence producer or an essence practitioner, and if you'd like to organise a workshop this year, if that's something that you were going to do anyway, why not do it during this week?
Yeah, that's a good place to start, isn't it? That's the obvious thing to do. So it could be a talk, a workshop, a seminar even, a whole day event. I know we've got one or two practitioners who've already organised days out in the open air. And if the weather is good, and hopefully it will be by then in June, if you can take people out into nature and take them to some places in your own locality or places that you know of where the energies are particularly strong, or where there are trees or gardens, and you can take people in there and show them the flowers, or even make an essence together, then that's sort of really the very obvious thing to do at this time of year. Or that could just be a much smaller getting together with people. You could just get together with a small group of 4 to 6 people with your essences and give them an opportunity to try them, to take them, and things like that.
I remember it's one of the things that I did quite a few years ago, and at the time it felt enormous to me, but I actually invited, I think it was 3 or 4 friends round, and I can actually remember sitting round my dining room table sharing with them what I loved. And it was really exciting, and they learned an awful lot. And it was like the beginning phase of that ripple. So it's a very powerful thing, because if we make a difference to somebody else's life, just one person's day, we've done it, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do something like that, if you can take the opportunity to do a bit of publicity, which you probably do anyway, contact your local radio station, contact a local paper or a local community news sheet, something like that, who may give you the opportunity to write a little bit about essences, as well as perhaps, using the information to try and get more people to come. So that's sort of like the obvious thing to do, really.
And of course, we have a page, don't we, on our website, the British Flower and Vibrational Essence Association page. I was very happy to advertise what you're doing.
Yes, if I can just mention that if you've got your dates and you've got some information as soon as possible, please look on the website, and there will be a contact link for Dawn, who does some wonderful work getting all the information together, and let her have the details, and it will go on the calendar of events, which we hope will be seen by quite a large number of people, as well as our Facebook pages.
Yeah, last year, and we will be doing it again this year. That's will also be mirrored on the Facebook page as well. So we're very happy to do that for you if you're watching. You don't have to be a member of the British Flower and Vibrational Essence Association for that. We just what we're wanting to do here is really just send that ripple out there. I guess one of the other really obvious things that anybody that is a practitioner can do at this time is to let their clients know. Send out a newsletter, talk to your clients, maybe make some special products, put them on your website, maybe offer a discount code for your consultations or products during that week.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, all those things. Making reductions, during that week. If you could do some sort of a special promotion, just to bring a few more people in. Another very, very good thing at this time of year is to perhaps find out if you've got a local show happening. I'm sorry, I'm going to cough again. Sorry about this.
It's that time of year when we're recording this, isn't it? It's that wave of spring weather coming through.
So if you've got a local event and you can link together with other practitioners in your area, you could perhaps get together and have a table or some sort of space that you can work from for a day, where people can come and have a very informal chat, get some information, maybe just try some essences. And it's not all down to you. It's sort of like a linking up process. So that's another worthwhile thing to try and do as well. And
it's a good time to mention as well that you, Ronnie, have done a wonderful job of getting a very beautiful flyer together.
Yes, there is a flyer.
Yeah.
It's here somewhere. If you would like a flyer to distribute to your own clients, your own contacts, if you're at the gathering, there will be some there. You can pick some up. If there aren't enough available for you at the gathering, you can contact me by email and I will put some in the post to you. And these have been designed with a nice illustration on the front and some information on the back and all the contact details. So please take advantage of those. The other thing you can do, there will be a link on the website to that leaflet. In a small size, you can download it, put it on your own website, your own Facebook page, wherever you think it will be useful. If you want the actual print-ready version of the leaflet, again, contact me. I can email that to you, and if you want to get some printed off through a local printer, then that's fine by us. It's not copyright in any way.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And it's also something that once you've downloaded it, you can put it on your website, things like that. So there's a lot of ways that we can raise awareness here.
Yeah.
So I think we've maybe talked about the things that people can do if they want to be a little bit more visible, or if they were planning to do something anyway. Why not join the formation of geese and actually allow your event or your talk or whatever it is to be carried in the group energy? That would be really, really nice. So at the same time, as we touched on before, sometimes the deeper, more invisible work is the powerful work. It can be not more powerful, but it's just as powerful. So we'd also really like to encourage you, if you're not somebody who is going to organise a workshop, or it's just not the right time of your life for you, maybe this year it's not possible for you to do that kind of visible thing. So there's lots of things that people have already done, have found very nourishing to do in a quieter way. So Rani, I know you set up a couple of years ago a meditation that we do during the Essence Awareness Week. Would you share with us a little bit about that?
Yes. The first time we did an Essence Awareness event, it was a whole month, which was a bit of a mammoth thing to do. But I felt that if we had a 9 o'clock in the evening meditation every day, that would provide a sort of a foundation, a support system for everybody's work. And personally, I found that a very intense time, actually. I felt that I really was meeting with people at 9 o'clock every evening. So we will be doing that again this year. It will start the night before, so at 9 o'clock on the 17th of June. That will be the first time we meet, and then it will finish on the 25th. And what we ask you to do, usually by 9 o'clock most people have sort of finished all their jobs, got everything sorted out for the next morning. So if you can maybe just find a space, light a candle, maybe put some essences around, get out some pictures or some cards, and just create a nice, calm, healing space, and then just go into that quietness in whatever way is usual for you. And just feel that you're opening up to link with members of the BFVEA, friends of BFVEA, essence makers, essence producers all around the world, and also with nature in whatever ways you like to link with nature. And just for 10 or 15 minutes maximum, just keep that space open. Send out your love, send out healing energy. Use that time in whatever way feels right for you. And particularly sending out some energy for people who are running events during that week. And then at the end of that time, just sort of bring the energies back in, just settle it down in whatever way is right for you, and then get on with everything. And I'm sure
we're doing it at 9 o'clock British summertime. It will be, if you're in a different time zone, then it doesn't really matter, does it? You can either link in. Let's say, for example, I'm an hour ahead, so if I wanted to be actually doing it at the same time, I would do it at 10 o'clock. Or I think it works very well, and I've heard this saying before, that everybody does it whatever time zone, then they do it at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the web still works.
Yes, it does. Or you can just sit down wherever you've got space in the day and just intend to link in with it.
Absolutely.
So that's not a problem either. Yeah.
So we have this lovely meditation that was pioneered by you that just naturally comes into being. You've already mentioned taking essences. Something that I think is lovely, and it's so simple, would be just to take out the essences that you own. And if you've got zillions of them like me, you could just choose, allow the essences that you need to work with for that week, and actually put them out in a visible place. Maybe create a little altar for yourself. with the intention of spreading it outwards, and put those essences there and just connect with them in a daily way, which could be part of this meditation, or could be just something that you walk past several times in the day. Light a candle in the morning or in the evening, whatever works for you.
And taking them outside as well. If you're comfortable with that, I mean, you don't have to go walking down the street throwing essences all over the place, but you could sort of put essences around in your own garden, or take them to somewhere quite local where you feel comfortable, maybe putting some essences into water, whether that's flowing water, still water, the sea. You know, we know that things like this actually do something, and people that can see the energies, what happens when essences go into water, will confirm that something significant does happen. So don't be afraid to do that. It could be taking essences to a particular tree. It could be going to somewhere maybe where there are standing stones, or a very ancient building of some description that feels good place for you. So please think about doing something like that. Maybe find someone to do that with you. If you're not close to the countryside, and we know not everyone is lucky enough to live close to places out in nature, take them into your local community, you know, a focal point in the community, a building, or an old cross, or somewhere that feels, well, this is where the energies can go and they can radiate out from here in a helpful way. So don't be afraid to think of doing something like that, and don't be afraid to do it on your own. I know you won't be afraid, but I mean, don't hesitate. Have faith that doing something like that will work. So yeah, and it could just feel like something very small, but it will be linking in with what everybody else is doing.
Well, it's in our quieter times that we have the biggest shifts, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, I think it's a powerful thing to do. So yeah, we really hope that anybody watching this video, whether you are actually present at our 2016 gathering, or whether you're watching this via the web later, via our website, or via YouTube, or via our Facebook page, that it's helped you think about ways that you can extend your love of the nature kingdom outwards. If you're watching this video outside of International Essence Awareness Week, this is something we can do daily. So this is something we can do all of the time. What we're wishing to do here is just bring many beautiful human souls together for this week, to work together. Whether or not we know each other, whether or not we know who else is doing what, is not really important. The important thing is that we know that there's lots of people doing this work at the same time as us. So please come on to the British Flower and Vibrational Essence Association site, which is the bfvea.com, and you will see a page there on the navigation bar that links directly to this event. You'll be able to download the flyer should you wish to. Please come and find us on our Facebook page, which has the same name. We post there regularly, and during the actual event week we will be very active there. Yeah, is there anything else that you think you'd like to share, Ronnie? I know that what our work, this modality, is growing in its possible potential now, and that we hope some exciting work that we can do in the future to help everybody in the emotional and mental health well-being area.
Yes, I could maybe just share that later this year we are hoping to launch some sort of a research project that will help to bring flower and vibrational essences to the awareness of what you might call more mainstream activities. We know that there are people, not just in this country, but all around the world at the moment, really suffering intensely on a mental and emotional level. And I know we would like to think that essences could go out into the wider world and be recognised and understood by people more in the mainstream. And we're hoping to find ways to do this. And later this year, we'll let you know via our magazine, on the website, in whatever ways we can. So everything that we do during International Essence Week, Essence Awareness Week, will sort of start to pave the way for this to happen, I think. And maybe I could just share that last night, before I went to sleep, I just took a couple of cards out of one of my oracle packs, and one of them that came out was a card about faith, and it just basically says, there are no obstacles in your way, just go for it, basically. And the funny thing was that before Sarah and I met via Skype this morning, I opened another flower essence book. I just let it come open randomly, and it opened to a page where there's a whole group of essences about faith. So I think this is something very significant at this time, because, the world can seem a very desperate place sometimes. And it sounds maybe a bit too simplistic to think that flower essences and vibrational essences can change the world. But they can certainly change us. And, that's where we have to start, isn't it? If you want to see a change in the world, you have to change yourself. And that's the place we start. And we all know the role that essences can help to play. Mm-hmm. So if I can sort of post that thought as part of this video, and hope that it encourages everyone who sees this to feel that they can play a part.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for all the work that you do, and thank you for really bringing the event to so many people, and for working so hard behind the scenes, getting this is all ready to launch, basically, which is what we're doing today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. So again, just final energy. It's the 18th to the 25th of June this year. If you'd like to be kept updated of the BFA news, please come onto our site, which is bfvea.com. On the front page, on the home page, you can actually download a free guide to flower essences. So if you're watching this and this is new to you, and you're not quite sure what we're talking about, and you'd like to know some more, there's a beautiful free guide there that you can download just by popping your details into that box. And once you're on our newsletter, there's a wonderful free newsletter that goes out, which Ronnie, you write for.
I do.
Yes, it's a very, very informative newsletter that goes out. So we welcome you. If you'd like to stay in touch with us, you can do that. So thank you, Ronnie. Thank you to everybody that's watched. And let's just extend our heart energy to this being the most successful, meaning, the most successful International Essence Awareness Week so far, meaning that we reach more people and link in with the nature kingdom in a way that is even more powerful than we've done before, and is exactly right for what's needed. So thank you, Ronnie.
Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.